Hello, hello, everyone. Come on in, say hello. Happy Wednesday. So, I know I'm like all happy and excited, but I'm excited to be back here live. It's been a few, a little minute, but I'm excited to be back. So, come on in. Please let me know where you're joining me from. Say hello. I want to make sure that you can hear me. So if you come in, drop in the comments, say hello. Hopefully, I can see your comments because I know sometimes LinkedIn you won't see it, but also I'm on YouTube. So if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you for joining at Mac Leadership Academy. That is my channel on YouTube. But awesome. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying to make sure that you can see me and you can hear me. Well, as y'all come in, definitely if you're watching this hashtag replay, again, join in. Let me know where you're joining from. Also, let me know what you do. I would love to connect with you, but I'm going to get started. So I am Shevvy Mac, and if you're new to my space, welcome. I am the founder and CEO of Mac Leadership Academy, and I am your leadership and team building expert. And what I do, I partner with women leaders in the hospitality field. And the reason I do that because I have over 18 years of experience in the hospitality field, being in the military. So when it comes to running lodging operations, fitness operations, food service operations, event, all the things, those four core areas, definitely I bring that into my coaching, bring that into my training to help women in the hospitality space to get out of the day-to-day operations and really develop their team so that they can create a thriving workplace culture, but also a thriving life as well. So that is what I do for women in hospitality. And today I want to talk about creating the life that you want, okay? Because as a person who has served over 22 plus years in the military, who has spent over 18 years in hospitality while serving, I definitely understand the challenges that comes with being the mom, being the wife. I'm no longer married. I'm divorced now, but at that time I was married. But being, the mom to three young kids and then, being part and running operations in the military. So if you can only imagine high stress, not all the time, but also we're always putting on events. We're always making sure that everyone was taken care of in the sense of the customer, but also making sure that the team was also taken care of. So you can lose yourself being in the hospitality space. So I want you to think about your current situation of what how you're functioning, the fact that you're in the day-to-day operation, whether that you're in lodging, whether that you're in food service, recreation, tourism, like really think about it and be reflective and think about, okay, or even ask yourself, is this what I want for myself as I continue to elevate into this role that I'm in as a woman leader? Because if you are in the hospitality space, okay, like you really love people, you love being a part of that community. Because I know for me, I love serving people, I love cooking, I love wellness. I love making sure that everyone is doing well, they're enjoying themselves. I love doing events. So for me, when I first was, you know, introduced to the military and my recruiter was like, hey, we have this job and it's called services and it deals with hospitality, food, fitness, it does event, and they do lodging operations. And then he said one more thing, oh, we do mortuary. So part of my experience as well in the military is dealing with mortuary operations, but majority of my time was really focused on the hospitality piece. So when he told me that, and I was like, and at this time I was 19 at the time, okay, like I was 19 and I've worked in different foods operations throughout my teenage year, from McDonald's, Sabera's Pizza, a lot of different places. I had a lot of different jobs as a teenager, and you probably can relate to. But I always loved the hospitality space. I always loved, teaching and developing. So when he said, hey, this is what you're going to be doing, I'm like, okay, cool. And again, I'm 19 at the time, but honestly, I loved what I did in the military. Yes, I have a teaching background, but I love the hospitality. And anyone that would say, hey, what did you do in the military or while I was on active duty, some people will be like, well, I'm part of the food service. I'm like, oh, I'm part of food. I'm dining facility. I've done this. I've done lodging. I was always excited because I love to cook. I love to teach. I love how to show people how they can run operations and just create beautiful, memorable events. So when it comes to the hospitality space, like you have to really be passionate about people, serving people, and creating an experience. And more than likely, you got into the space because you love what you do. But right now, you're not in the place where you are enjoying what you're doing. And I've been there. So you have to decide, because I had to decide, okay, how can I take care of myself, build my team, and create a healthy, thriving workplace culture, but also a thriving life as well. Oh, excuse me. So, oh, excuse me. So really think about, what's going on in your day-to-day operation that is keeping you on the floor all the time, that you don't even have time to breathe. Like really think about, okay, why is it that I cannot depend on my team to execute without me intervening, without me interrupting, without them calling my name consistently to solve the problem? Why are they not able to solve the problem themselves? Or why they're not able to take the initiative? Because if you continue to be in the day to day operation, my friend, then how can you create this healthy, thriving workplace culture and a thriving life, which also impacts your team as well? So, really think about, I created, I stepped into the space because I love what I do, but currently, right now, I am not enjoying it. And that is because you are in the day to day. And as you level up in your role as a leader, you have to create that space where you're able to step out of the day to day, step into that leadership role, and lead as the leader. And I get it. Trust me, I've been where you've been. I've led many different events. I've ran operations, so I know that when things are happening, we're in the day to day. We have to make sure the events are running, but we also have to make sure that we have people, team members on our team who can execute. And yes, some days we're going to have long days, but if you are consistently having long 12, 14, 16-hour days, then something has to shift because now you don't have time to be present in your own personal life. You don't have time for you, you don't have time for your kids, you don't have time for your husband, your wife, because you are so in your role in the day that you don't have time for anything else. So it's time to really sit down and reflect. Do I want to continue to be in the day to day throughout 2024 to where I continue to be burnt out, I continue to feel overwhelmed, overextending myself? Like really think, how can you start changing? How can you start making changes in your life so that you can not only help this company thrive, but you are also thriving at the same time? Not in the sense of just financials, monetary, but also like you are truly enjoying life. You are making time for yourself to go take that vacation that you kept telling yourself, hey, I need to take more vacations, or I need to rest more, or I want to start this specific hobby, or go back to something that you love doing, whether that's dancing. Like I love dancing. So when I get the opportunity to dance at home, guess what? I'm playing music. So are you creating the life that you want? And if you're like, something needs to change, then I will love for you to connect with me because this is what I help you do as a woman leader in hospitality. I understand the busyness of being in that space. I understand the challenges that comes with running those operations, especially being a woman. Okay. As you can see, I'm a minority woman, and being in the military, I have led operations with male who were, not favorable of me being the leader over them. So, but I it was no problem because guess what? I'm gonna let you know, like, hey, this is not gonna work, or I'm gonna correct you if I need to. But for me, it's all about how can I create a life where I'm thriving in my career. I'm thriving in my role. My team is, thriving, but also I am thriving in life. And that is what you have to look at right now. How long have you been operating in the space of doing, 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 doing? And are you ready to operate in doing, but also enjoying? Okay. So, friend, if you are a woman leader in hospitality and you are ready to create a life that you want where you can thrive and create a healthy environment for yourself, for your team, to where they're self-activated, so that you can focus on the important things as the leader in your role and have the career that you want, but also have the life where you are able to step away and not worry, where you're able to spend time with family and not worry. And I understand that things will happen, they will have to call you, but you have created an environment and space to where your team members are able to solve those problems that comes up. Okay, because I understand, and as a woman in that space, you are working hard, you are motivated, you have a purpose, but also you have a life outside of that too. And I want to make sure that you are enjoying your life outside of what you do every single day. Okay, so if you are like, yeah, I need to shift, then I will love for you to reach out to me. You can just send me a DM and say, Chevy, this is what I have going. I would love to know, like, what is going on with you right now and what is something that like needs to change. I will love for you to DM me, just send me a message and say, hey Chevy, I watched the replay or I watched your video on LinkedIn or YouTube, and this is where I'm at. And if I can help you, I will definitely let you know I can help you, and I will, and we can go from there. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. And I'm getting ready for a coaching call with my client, but I'm excited to be here because it has been a minute, but expect to see me here more often. Okay. That is my promise to you, and hold me accountable, because I'm definitely going to hold myself accountable. Well, I will see you all on next Wednesday around this time, around 2:00 p.m. Central Time. But again, reach out to me. Let me know what's going on with you, and I would love to support you. And again, if you're watching the replay, I am Chevy Mack, the founder of Mack Leadership Academy, and I am your leadership and team building expert for women leaders in hospitality. And I help them to get out of the day-to-day operations so that they can create a thriving workplace culture by building their teams and also creating a thriving life as well. Okay, it's a win-win situation that we want to make sure that you have. All right, I will see you on the next live, and happy Wednesday, friend.